Thank you, Doug. Hey, little hot for training camp. Going to be the end of the week, as Doug mentioned. We heard him say. Redskins in week 2 today.
And that's where we find Amber Theo-Harris. I hear you got caught up with one of the celebrities who's a fan of the burgundy and gold, huh?
Yeah, the biggest roar of the crowd today, Wendy, didn't come from when RG3 stepped on the field for once. It was actually when DC-based rap artist Wale showed up at practice. He's been a fan of the burgundy and gold since he was in elementary school. He said that was back in 1991. And he remembers when the Skins won the Super Bowl.
At that age, I thought it was an annual thing. Like, we always get to go to the Super Bowl. Like I didn't know. Like, I just thought it was the last game of the season.
Well, that was when the Redskins were solid and they were going to the playoffs every year.
If only I would have known.
Well, now you're here to support the team. And do you know any of the guys on the team? Have you had a chance to meet any of them?
Yeah. I mean, every year I do not have a rapport with pretty much most of our players. I think it's important that we kind of stick together because we're young guys with fame and money, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta hold each other down sometimes, and it's fast.
Yeah.
It's fast. So it's hard to stay grounded sometimes. Sometimes you can kind of get lost in it.
So you kind of know what RG3 is going through a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what would your advice be for a young guy like that?
Take it in stride, man, and just know, sometimes I even gotta remember that it could be worse.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's intense. I walk down the hill and they wouldn't even let me get a word out. So you gotta take it in stride.
When you come back to DC and you're around your friends, you have a bunch of family members here today. Does being around the Redskins just remind you of home and something that you're proud of, a city you're proud of?
Absolutely. Like whenever I have children, it's gonna be like an annual thing to come to the camp. No matter where I'm at in my career, I could be the biggest superstar in the world, and I might actually have to need 4 security guards to come here one day, but it's gonna be an annual thing because it's part of my life. Like, it's part of my fall regimen.
Now, what do you think about the team this year? Do you think you excited about it?
I'm excited. I don't think we haven't had a team this young in quite some time, man. It's going to be interesting to say the least. I know we got a lot of spots we got to fill, but we got a lot of key parts taken care of this year.
Now, is it hard for you to actually watch the practice? I mean, are you a football fan in general? Do you actually want to see the practice? Are you interested in the drills?
I played, so I know what the drills mean, and I know what they represent, and I know what to look for and all of those things, and how they're being critiqued, and I'm into all of that.
What were you?
I was a running back, wide receiver, kick return, punt return.
Speed.
Everything. Speed. Everything fast.
Well, I know that your family was excited you being on Channel 4 with Jim Vance and a lot of the veteran anchors here, so you can give them a shout out back in the studio right now.
Man, shout out to Jim Vance, everybody, man. Y'all holding me down, man. Always saying good things about me. I appreciate it, because it doesn't have to be that way.
All right, so Wale is working on a new album right now. He says it's going to be out in the next 5 months or so everybody in the D.C. area excited to see that. And for Wendy and Jim, I'm giving you my own shout-out. Back to you guys.
All right, we'll
Thanks,
take it.
Amber, yeah.
Thanks, Amber. And around